Hey everybody, it's Dawn here. So I know a lot of you know me, but you don't know my coaching story, I guess, or even my story. So I'm here at the Platinum Edge. I was here this weekend. It just finished and it was amazing. But I just wanted to share something that really touched my heart this weekend and I really been thinking about. So I started coaching back in 2013. That's when I started my fitness journey. I weighed 255 pounds, and that was the highest weight that I had ever been. And I put out this Facebook post that I just wanted to lose weight, and Erin reached out to me, and she introduced me to live classes, and she introduced me to T25, and I just had this goal where I wanted to lose weight and I wanted to be healthy. And when I started, I was miserable. It wasn't that I was just 255 pounds. I was miserable and I was at an all-time low in my life. I had just lost a baby. I was 5 months pregnant and I lost that baby and I was a mess. And I was the highest weight ever, and I just moved my life from Baltimore to New York, back to New York, which was my home, because I wanted to be around my family, but all my friends were everywhere else, So I was at this all-time low, and then I decided to change my life. I didn't want to be miserable my whole life, so I believed that God put fitness and Erin in my life, who's my upline coach. And, I started doing it every day. It just became my goal. I didn't want to be miserable for my whole life. And whatever it took, I was just going to do it. And that's what I did. And when I came back here, I was working at a job where I was making $15,000 a year. That's it. I was living on my own on $15,000 a year. And I was able to put in the work every day. I kept showing up, and on $15,000 a day, I was able to afford Shakeology. I bought the T25 program. I worked out every day, and I ate healthy. I ate healthy on $15,000 a year. So people who say that that's not possible, it is if it's a priority. And then I became a coach because this changed my whole life. I don't think I can explain that to people enough. I went from being miserable and at an all-time low to finding my passion, and weight had always been something that for me was such a struggle. I had an eating disorder when I was younger. I wasn't always overweight. I was the other extreme as well, and nothing ever worked for me, and Beachbody was like that one thing that worked for me. So I became a coach because, I wasn't perfect yet. I was still very overweight when I started being a coach, but I believed in these products because it was the first thing that ever worked for me. And I stayed active. I stayed an active coach, and I did the work every day. I was working 3 jobs, making $15,000 a year. I was still eating healthy, and I lost the weight, and I became a coach, and I shared my journey every day, and I remained active because it was my priority, and it was hard. There were weeks where I bought Shakeology to stay active because it was my dream. I wanted to do this, because fitness changed my inside more than anything. I've lost over 90 pounds. And yes, it's changed my outside, but even more, it's changed my inside. It's changed everything about me. Who I am today is very different from the person that I was in 2013. I was broken. I was literally broken. And through this business and through these people, Beachbody's made me the happiest person. These are tears of joy, not sadness. I believe in myself today. I became able to become a fitness instructor. I get to help people every day. And I'm not killing it as a coach. I'm not killing it. I'm not even diamond. I've been an emerald. But I show up every day and I reach out my hand to other people. Because if I can make one person feel the way that Erin made me feel and that she changed my life, then that's worth it to me. And that's why I show up to these live events. I don't make a ton of money. I don't, but I make it work because it's my priority. because I want to make it work. Sure, things are tight and I have to make sacrifices, but I'm here because I want to do this business and because this is my passion. Why? Because it changed my whole entire life. I went from being a person that was broken to a person that loves my life today. I found my passion, and to me, that's invaluable. I'm willing to make sacrifices. My point today is that if you want something bad enough, you will make it happen. It's not always easy. It doesn't mean that, you will have to make sacrifices, and, it does cost money, but you need to plan for these things. This is your business, and if this is honestly your dream, then you need to show up to these events because they're amazing. They really are. And I hope that more of you guys can come next year. And, just don't let money and don't let these crappy excuses stop you, because it is possible. If I could do it on $15,000 a year, then I know that it is possible. And I'm busy too. I know I don't have a family, but I work 3 jobs. And I just have to remember in my heart that I do this because how much Beachbody changed my life. And that's something that I will never, ever forget. I am so incredibly grateful for these programs and for this company and for my coach. And I want to be there if somebody else reaches out to me, because my life has changed so much because of fitness. And it's amazing when you can find your biggest passion and be able to help other people as well from something that was one of your biggest struggles. So stop using the excuses of time and money. And if you have a dream, go for it. Go for it. And who the hell cares what rank you are? If you're helping one person, isn't that worth it? Because at one point, that one person was you. And imagine if your coach never reached out to you. Imagine. So next year, throw away the excuses, get here, and just help people. Just throw away the excuses and remember what your why is and why it's important to you. And I guarantee you'll find a way to make it happen.